0-2 on the way. Grounded over to third. It's fielded by Brozon. The throw to first is in time. And in a clash between two of the top offenses in the NEC, a series that saw 70 hits between these two, Lemoyne outlasts FDU 10-3 in the finale, and they take the series 2-1.
In the inning on a 2-out rally. There goes Wheelahan, and Goodness goes to the right side. He's driven in one. Wheelahan's on the move to third, and he is in safely. The first game of this weekend series against Lemoyne, and he drills one down the left field line. This could be extra bases. Aggressively rounds first, headed to second, and the throw is in time.
Chorus gets a hold of one, deep to right field. Another shot for Mercyhurst. Open the game with a single to right field. Goes that way again. This is a good piece from Montuano, and it is gone. Ripped into right field. A no-doubter. A pimp job to cap it off. And Mercyhurst finds the insurance 10-5 in the top of the ninth.
The payoff, Diaz able to hold back. He wanted it, but he didn't offer. Brings the count full. Gillerin up over 65 pitches now. And Diaz is aboard on 4 balls.
Only his second walk of the game that we've seen. So it's been a great pitching effort from both Gillian and Petritis on both sides, but now we see free base taken by Diaz.
No action in the pen for either side. Both these teams like to rely on their starters. Again, we talked about the length that A.J. Petritis can go. Gillerin's not all that too far off. Wheelahan squares around to bunt, but pulls back. Carney crashes. Romero at second will rotate over to cover first. But you also have Rickert at third base, playing about 5 yards in from the infield grass line. And Wheelahan keeps the bat on his shoulder this time.
Be interesting to see if he goes back to a full swing and holding that one on his shoulder. Seemed like he wasn't even trying to bunt there. See what his go-to is for this entire at-bat.
There's 4 balls in a row issued by Gillerin. So the count goes 3-0. We talked about his length. He's gone 7 innings twice this season. 2 appearances ago, he went 7 innings against Wagner. His most recent appearance was 5 innings against Coppin State. And he misses again. 5 balls in a row now issued, and 2 aboard via walk.
And I had mentioned that we only had 1 walk coming into this inning, but now that's back-to-back for Stonehill. So not the position you want to find yourself in if you're Gillerin, trying to refine your stuff. We mentioned there isn't a lot of action in the bullpen. Looks like somebody's starting to stand up and maybe get a warm-up going. But Gillerin definitely wanting to escape at least this inning, if not more.
This will be his 3rd time around facing the top of the lineup. And he's up over 70 pitches, and now we see an arm getting loose over in right field for Stonehill. Again, the top of the order for Lemoyne just so lethal. Paulie Goodness, Isaac Brozon, and Jack Cannon, 3 hitters well over 300. In fact, Goodness and Cannon over 400. And the more he continues to miss the zone, the more he forces himself to put it over the middle of the plate, which can be dangerous against these hitters. Both these coaches said that is not what we want to do. Gets himself to a 2-2 count here with Paulie Goodness. Talked about pitching to guys like Jack Cannon, and Coach Callahan said, we don't want to pitch to what they do. We want to stay with our philosophy, but if we can't execute that first pitch, then everything else goes out the window. It changes everything up because we got to be able to find the zone.
And finding the zone's just going to get tougher and tougher. He's over the 75 mark now, so the arm's definitely beginning to feel it as we reach the middle innings.
The 2-2 again. Goodness. Now another at-bat where he's taking multiple pitches foul.
He likes what he's seeing. He's going after it. He's trying to chase that one. They are landing over in the lacrosse field rather than the baseball outfield. I think he'd rather it be in the grass.
He'll find a way to get good contact on it. On 2-2, chopped over to shortstop. This could be 2. Romero throws to first, and they got them both. LeClaire and Romero, easy flip and catch. They'll hug it out at second base. A well done play up the middle to help out their pitcher big time.
Yeah, we've been waiting to see that double play happen all day. Lemoyne looked like they were rolling and getting into that rhythm in this inning, but all of a sudden you find two up on the board. You do have somebody in scoring position now with Brozon at the plate, but they definitely didn't want to see two outs there.
So brings up Brozon with just one runner on now. It's Derek Diaz over at third base. And he fouls the first one straight back. It looks like the action in the pin is Hunter Bell. The sophomore arm getting warmed up. Scott Cassidy talked about how it's so important to get on top of Stonehill early because they have a lot of great arms deep in the bullpen. So if we get late in the game and their relievers start coming in, that could cause some issues for us. And they've done that here. A modest 3-1 lead. 2 gone, Brozon at the plate. And he rips one right back up the middle. An RBI single. Isaac Brozon's helped put another one on the board. It's 4-1.
Diaz coming across, scoring there, and Brozon with great contact right up the middle. And we talked about they don't want to get to the bullpen there for Stonehill, and you really got to attack Gillerin right now where it is. We mentioned he's up over the 75 mark, about at the 84. He's at, actually, sorry, just got the update. He's at the 84 mark now. So almost 10 more pitches than I had originally thought. So his arm's definitely getting tired. You want to try to get as much as you can off him in this inning before they bring in that fresh reliever. And I'm sure Stonehill's trying to maybe get to the next inning before Coach Callahan's got to pull a starter.
And the more the top of the lineup continues to see you, the harder it gets. I'll lob it over to first and check on Brozon. Stolen 14 bags this year. Been caught stealing twice. But Cannon's one of those guys that you don't want to see you too many times. He starts to pick up on pitches very nicely. Takes one in here and make it a 1-1 count. Flew out to right field his last time around. With 2 gone, takes away. Had a double to the right center gap in his first plate appearance. The 2-1. Outside. So the struggles continue for Gillerin in finding the zone. Guy who, again, had only walked 20 batters through 42 2/3 innings pitched coming into this game. But he hasn't been able to find it here in the bottom of the 4th. On 3-1, Cannon delivers a big cut through it, but can't catch the breaking ball. Brings the count full with 2 outs. Brozon will be on the move. And Cannon is called out on the outside corner. A great spot from Jimmy Gillerin. And he sits down, the best hitter on Lemoyne, in a big spot. 4-1 your score as we head to the top of the 5th.